Hey guys, I was asked to do a tutorial on how I do my cake rolls and how I do my cake texture. So, I could knock that video out in one tutorial. So, I have already attempted to do this tutorial, but my battery died, so here it goes again. I start out with 2 pieces of clay for the cake roll the same length and the same thickness. I use this ruler to make the length. It's a 6-inch ruler, and it's used because I use about 3 inches to make a log to make this size, so that works perfectly. Cody. And then what you're going to do after you get that out, you don't have to have 6 inches, but if you have a ruler handy, that's perfect. And then I roll it out on the thickest setting on my pasta machine. Sorry if I sound like crap, I woke up with a really sore throat. And then you're going to cut it in half, and then take your cake roll pieces and put them together, and then do the same thing with this one. Okay. I'm going to be using, as you can see, I'm making strawberry cake with chocolate and vice versa. So, you're going to take it and you're going to roll it, but you're going to squish it as you're rolling it, like that, so that you get this cream filling, like right here. And then pack it back in, and then evenly start rolling it up. Okay, and then you're going to end up with something like this. But then you're going to take and start squishing this piece in, and then just roll it. Don't worry, it's not going to hurt your cake roll. And then to get that clean, even side over here, like this, you're going to take it and line it up and quickly cut it off. And you get your cake roll piece, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure you're straight, and then quickly cut it. And then position your cake roll back into its shape that you had it before the cutting. And then depending on how thick you want your cake roll charm, just cut it. Sometimes I do them thicker, sometimes I do them thinner, just depending on. If you're going to use these as deco pieces, then no eye pin is necessary. If you're going to use these as charms, insert your eye pin at this time, but I'm not going to show you because I do mine a different way than most people do, so that they don't fall out. So I don't want to give away my little secret. And then I'm going to show you how to roll the cake up once more, except I'm going to do it with strawberry cake and chocolate filling. And then roll. Because, like, the cake rolls themselves, the cake isn't just sticking out like a sore thumb. And then, like, this is how I do it, just quickly, so you guys can see that again. And then once that's cut off, you pack your log back down, and then cut, and then reposition them into their circular shape. Okay, so to get on with the texture, like this, I'm going to use an eye pin. I normally use my little poker tool, but I can't find it, and it's quite irritating, and I also can't find my eye pin. There it is. So you're going to take the actual head pin piece, the little flat end, and you're going to take on the top, and you're going to start making lines. on top of the cake. If you're doing like a slice of cake, you're going to do the same thing on that part that you want to look like cake. Don't touch the icing. Let's see, turn this off, folks. Nope. It didn't help at all. Okay, and then do that all around the cake roll, or on your cake slice, whichever. And then you're going to take your eye pin piece itself, and then you're going to start going in circular motions over where you already did the lines, because it's going to rough up the cake in between where you did the lines, and it's going to make that texture that you want. If you hear my dogs, I'm sorry, they're like going crazy outside. And of course, Mr. Bird over there. As you can see, as I'm doing the circular motion, the cake is starting to take shape. Now you don't want to push into your clay, or you're going to end up with like a hole. You're just barely grazing the top where you did the lines. And you don't want to make the lines too deep either. You're going to end up with, you're not going to have any cake left. Oh my god, I sound horrible. Okay. And make sure you don't get too many crumbles on your frosting piece, even though it will look more realistic. You don't want too many, or it'll just look dirty. And don't push too hard on your actual clay piece as you're holding it either. Okay. So as you can see, it looks kind of crazy. So what I do is I take it and just barely roll it in my fingers. I don't put any pressure on it at all. You can pick up your little pieces that fell off and stick them back on there. Okay, so now what you do is, let me see if I can get this to zoom in a little. It's gonna stay? Alright. If the camera falls, I'm sorry. It's rigged up with a piece of clay. Okay, alright. It's not going to hold it. You're going to take, you're not going to do the lines for this part. You're going to just do your circular motion in the part that is your cake. Do your best to stay in the cake part and just do quick circular. You can do like a poking, moving if you want to, but I find the circular motion roughs up the clay perfectly. Now keep in mind, I normally use a poker tool, one of those little pointy tools that has like this handle, but then it's a long pointy thing at the end. I normally use one of those, and those work much better. Or if you have a sewing needle, those will work too, which I should have used, but whatever. The sharp part of it helps, you know, with roughing it up without giving it too many deep spots, which sometimes the eye pin tends to do. But if you only have an eye pin, then that will work perfect. And you just keep doing that around the sides, because you want your sides to blend in too. And then you keep going. Okay. And then you're going to go, and you're going to have these two cake rolls. Oh, there's glitter on it. And you're going to go from these flat pieces of polymer clay to these textured pieces. So then you're going to insert your eye pin or whatever. You can do it before or after you do the texture. It doesn't matter. And then you're going to bake it. And then I take my bag of silicone with the tip on it. And take my bag of silicone with my icing tip on it. And then I take it and I just squeeze a little dollop of whipped cream on it. And then I decorate it with micro marbles, rhinestones, and cane slices. So I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope you guys make your own cake rolls. If you use my tutorial, please let me know, because I would love to see what you made out of it. Or if you use the tutorial part to do the cake texture, that's another thing. I would love to see if you guys used it for that. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Bye!